Hello. So I just want to share this victory over this floating sand in this tank. As you can see, a lot of it has fallen on the decoration and rocks in this case. It's looking pretty cool. Water is extremely clear. Very little sediment left in the water. And the plan to make this a little catfish tank, at the bottom you'll see a ton of little catfish. I'm going to try and get every different one that I can, but keeping the sizes to the smaller ones, nothing big, nothing over 2-3 inches. So that'll be the idea for the bottom of the tank. And for the rest of the tank, I'm going to do the male guppies, as I mentioned. And I do have some sword fish that were my tester fish. And they're doing extremely well, and they're welcome to stay. I have nothing against them. I think the sand and the ship really go well together. I didn't think I would ever use this decoration again because it didn't fit into my big tank, which is over here. But it's doing a great job in my new 55-gallon tank. So I'll probably have some fun with it in some future videos. And as you can see, this plant is not likely to make it, the first one here. But that's okay, I'll wait till, well, it might still make it. It's got one really good green leaf. So we'll see if it does make it. But the one in the back is doing extremely well. So I'm thinking it might actually survive. So 1 out of 2 right now is not so bad, especially since I wanted to see if anything will grow in the sand to begin with. It's just sand. There's not a lot of nutrients in there yet, but you know, as time goes by and as food drops and debris, and you can see he's just going crazy cleaning the tank there. So I think it'll work out. Now this little guy here, it's just a common little catfish, but he's got the coolest, longest fins on him. I absolutely love this guy. He's got really long fins. Really neat looking. The other one I have is an albino in the back. And then I think one of the more common ones as well here. So that's 3 different ones I have right now. And I'm going to go searching for some more at some of the pet stores nearby and see if we can make this dream start happening. And just to pan over to the big tank, Benjamin loves to hide. He's almost cured up from the scrape on his side. He's doing pretty good, healing. I can see that the flower horn still has his scrape on his forehead, but that might take a while. Oh, there's Benjamin. We can see once he turns around that his other side is healing up pretty well. And I do apologize about the glare again, but there's his other side. It's half the size now. That scrape is starting to heal up. So we'll just wait and see how everybody does. I'll keep you guys updated, and I again apologize about the glare. my guppy tanks in the back seem to shine through, and I do not want to shut the light off over there at this time because my baby guppies. Actually, let me show you the progress on the baby guppies. Why not? Let me take you over there and show you. So the baby guppy tank, I actually just fed these little guys. There's one guy, actually there's two of them, oh, three of them. She's swimming around looking for some food. That's over here. And on the, they actually found the decorations now. So they're really hiding in the decorations now. I'm also happy to report that in the bottom tank, I found the perfect match for the black male. He is now happy with this female here. So he's doing really well. And this couple is doing really well in the bottom tank. So they're no longer an issue in the bottom tank. My other tank, I have my blue guppies. They're doing well and happy together. These guys are absolutely ecstatic together. So are my yellow guppies. They're very happy. Here's a one new female that I've added that also comes from the same breeder, and she has a green tail as well. So we're trying to get that greenish tuxedo, greenish yellowtail tuxedo guppy bred out of this tank, right? So that's why I have my little juveniles that have some yellow on their tails, and when they start growing up a little bit, these guys should be breeding and hopefully create the guppies I'm looking for. In my other tank, I found a spot for our what do you call these guppies? I forget. Sorry about the glass there. The twin tail guppy here. He's got a good home now here as well. So, and just so you guys can see, my angelfish are fine, and so are my other favorite flying fish. They're happy together. Now the bad news in this video is in this tank where I have the 4 little juveniles, I also had a male guppy, a black male guppy, and a black female guppy, the one that gave birth to all those babies. Now for some odd reason, right after she gave birth, she didn't make it. And I guess the male was really sad and he didn't make it right after that. So I lost those two. And yeah, but otherwise, now every tank is doing great. Every tank has a happy guppy couple, and hopefully nothing like that ever happens again in my tanks where the female dies off after having her babies. So it was just too much for her. Even though she looked fairly decent, she just lost energy, and just that was it for her. And the reason why I mention it is because she was my long time guppy so far. She was the mom of these little juveniles that you see here, and they're growing up nice and fine, as well as the mom of this big female. So and several others. So yeah, let me just go back to my main tank here. Well, my main tank and my 55-gallon tank, just to show you guys that we are doing great. Unfortunately, the loss of the 2 guppies was inevitable by the looks of it. I cannot stop what will happen. And I'm just glad Benjamin's healing up with his scar. He was taking it easy, sleeping it off. I didn't know why, but I think now I know why. It's because he's got a big scar that he was trying to heal up. So I'll leave you guys with a shot of the nice little aircraft carrier. You guys have a good night. Good luck with your tanks. And just like me fighting here with the sand and the water, and with the guppies and with the main tank, your battles can be won. Just be patient, do your best, do what you can, and keep in mind, no fish is very sturdy, so slight changes and they can, even when they're healthy, like, things happen, like giving birth to a big amount of fry for that female was too much for her, and apparently sometimes some fish are just, they just get sad, and the other one just left right after. So on a brighter note, we have a ton of room now for the male guppies that will come out of that breeding pair. So not all is lost. The battle with this tank and the sand has been won. See you guys next time.